in the world of dragons, in a galaxy far, far away. Oh, wrong series.
Oh, it's been peaceful here in the 5 worlds, or is it 6? For a dragon's age. We now have 12,000 treasure, or is it 14,000? What about this Gnasty Gnorc character? Now, I understand he's found a magic spell to turn gems into warriors for his cause.
I'll take that question. Gnasty Gnorc is a simple creature. Simple? He has been contained in a remote world and is no threat to the Dragon Kingdom. No threat! Besides, he is ugly. Ugly? That does it!
Looks like I've got some things to do.
Moral of the story, kids, don't call people ugly, especially when they're simple and no threats to anyone. Except he was a threat because he managed to somehow from his prison turn every dragon into a giant crystal. We rescued Nesta.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro.
You're welcome.
10 dragons in the Artisan world. Then find the balloonist. He'll transport you to the next world.
What about Gnasty Gnorc? I'm going after him.
Find dragons first. That's all I can tell you.
Well, as he said, we're just going to have to go around finding dragons, and that's pretty much it. This is Spyro the Dragon, probably one of the better series that you remember as a kid. This is Spyro before he took steroids and, well, ended up being some weird figurine for a series called Skylanders. I've never played that series before, and honestly, I have no intentions. Seriously, Spyro, what did they do to you? You're like an innocent little kid, and then you took steroids at your teenage years, and then you just... now they just plaster your face over anything they can get. Well, the aim of the game these days is to collect as much treasure as you can and rescue all the dragons from Gnasty Gnorc's capture. Just rescue them by touching their crystal.
Where's Gnasty Gnorc? I'll torch him.
Keep your horns on, Spyro! You have much to learn first. Do you know what the dragonfly following you is doing? His name is Sparks, and he's helping and protecting you. Keep an eye on him and see what I mean.
Yeah, that's another thing, by the way. I don't really need to give you a tutorial because these dragons do it for you, but I'll give you a rundown anyway. Circle's to breathe for fire, square is to charge, trust me, you're going to be using that quite a lot. X is to jump because this is, of course, a 3D platformer. Something that makes Spyro, you know, the dragon we all know and love, is his gliding feature, which you press by pressing X again. Amazing, isn't it? Trust me, you're going to love the square. You're going to love that square charging button. Just simply collect as much treasure as you can as you go through the game, and that's all you want to do. This is a klepto's dream. Go for these warps to make your way to new worlds. Or levels. Something I'm going to praise other PS1 games for is I've come to realize the dazzle freaks out when you see a black screen for an X amount of time, and this game's loading screens are not black screens, so this game is actually playable, unlike a certain other game that I've been trying to play. So yeah, sorry guys, if you know what the game I'm talking about is, I can pretty much confirm here that I won't be doing a Let's Play of that game, at least not on the PS1. If I can get it on a different console, then I'll give it a try, but for now, that Let's Play is cancelled, and I'm not telling you what that Let's Play is. You're going to have to figure it out yourself, but I'll give you a hint. It has a lot of black screens, especially during loading screens. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. Booyah. There are many different types of treasures. The most common ones are red and green. Red will give you 1 treasure, green will give you 2, blue will give you 5, yellow will give you 10, and pink gives you 25. You can go to here's your pause menu, by the way. You can continue as always, blah 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 blah. You can have a passive or active camera. Inventory. This is what you're going to want to use as terms of a guide. Stonehill has 200 treasures and 4 dragons to be rescued. One sec, guys.
Spyro, my friend, how about a hint on gliding?
You bet.
For the longest glide, press the X button at the top of a jump, and try pressing the triangle button to drop down in mid-flight.
Yeah, you are going to... This game does reward you for pretty much exploring the game, as they intend you to. All the levels are actually quite short. They all have barriers around them, so you can't wander off too far. Oh crap, I'm dead. Oops. Okay, we're good, we're good. What am I trying to say? This game does reward you for exploring, so go exploring, collect your rewards. Trust me, they will be worth it, because that's how you pretty much progress with the game. I've already done a test run through pretty much most of this game already, so I can pretty much give you a 100% run through for the most part. Probably until around world 4 or 5 is where I'm going to start going downhill, but we'll save that until we get there, you know. This isn't a 100% let's play, quote unquote serious let's play. This is just going to be partially casual, partially serious, as I can guarantee you I'm going to be giving up doing a 100% thing by world 3 or 4 or 5. I'll know when I get there what world I'm talking about. But yeah, here's something I have noticed though when you play through this game. When you first go into every level, they seem just so massive, but once you've explored the entire area, you realise how small the levels really are. And that little blue thing right there holds these eggs, which do become important. Why? Honestly, I don't know. I think they're just there just for you to collect to progress with the game as well, because as the first dragon points out to us, find dragons first, and then the balloonist will take you to another world. Every world has a balloonist that will need certain conditions to be satisfied in order for you to progress through the game. One of the worlds involves you collecting pretty much all the eggs. So yeah, collect as many of those things as you can. You will not regret it. Sparks, our little dragonfly, is this little blue thing by us. He's hurt when he's blue. Give him butterflies and he shall go back to yellow. Yellow is his pretty much full health. Sparks the dragonfly himself is actually the health bar of the game, which is a little weird when you notice that your health bar actually moves. And do you see what I mean when I say you're going to be holding down a charge button? That's pretty much the way it is throughout the entire series. At least I remember it is. Alright, this little thing here contains lives. I'm not quite sure what the reference is, but the dragon statues is what the lives are. I think that might be some sort of reference to a dragon-related legend, but I'm not actually quite sure why little statues relate to lives in this game. I'll probably research it during a break, but for now, let's just collect more gems and find more dragons.
When you free a dragon or step on one of their platforms, you're saving your progress. That could be useful if you run into trouble. Not that you ever run into trouble, Spyro.
Yeah, of course we don't. As he pointed out, the platforms the dragons are found on can actually be used to save the game. And you know, if you ever feel lonely, you just want to talk to some of the old dragons again, you know, just go onto the platform and click replay dragon. Interrupted! Yeah, you can also skip the dragons you replay. I suppose that can only be helpful if because some dragons actually give you hints about what to do later on in the game, so I suppose that can be somewhat useful, but Nothing too amazing, I suppose. Oh yeah, another thing. Sparks actually homes in on treasures that you get close to. And one more thing, if you charge through breakable items, the gems inside it will automatically come to you instead of just being on the floor like so. Okay, that doesn't count. These keys do actually come useful in terms of 100% in the levels. Because, give me a sec, drum roll please if you will. Let's jump down here. These things, these chests. Every level has one, if I am not mistaken, and that's pretty much how you collect the rest of your bonuses. Ooh, I'm down by 2. This little blue thing here is a whirlwind that will take you to higher platforms. I'm pretty sure I was showing you one before, I just never actually pointed out who it was.
Watch the dragonfly, Spyro. His color indicates his power. When he eats butterflies, he stays strong. Like me.
Sure.
Even Spyro knows how to be sarcastic. Yeah, that's tad awkward. I'm missing 2 gems. I'm just gonna quickly explore while I look for it. Right, be right back. If this thing is a red gem, I'm gonna cry. We're good! Okay. Let's end the level and let's get out of here. We've collected pretty much everything we need. I think chances are I'm going to try and stick to 1 level per video, if that's... Yeah, because it seems to be... It's coming on to 15 minutes, which seems about decent enough time, I suppose.
After you freed all the dragons, pass through this fancy vortex thingamajigger. It'll take you back to the artisan home. But first, let me tell you a story.
No thanks. See ya.
Well, you're nice, Spyro. So yeah, that was the first level. That was Stonehill, the Artisan's home. We've collected everything we need to. We even got the egg. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Chipper2. See you all next time as we return home.